This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma.
I picked Oklahoma.
On the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. We believe we've got a great one in store today. And when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong.
Oh, shit.
As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country.
I thought I picked somebody else, but whatever.
Taking on another
Of course, another Bama player.
Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys,
Ooh.
And the Sooners will start us off.
Man. All the players, Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Ohio State. Those are the only 4 teams we play. Ain't never play nobody different. But it's all groovy. Let's see.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Appreciate you.
Just a really nice play. Not a lot
of let's check out this Oklahoma playbook.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Running play moves the chains for the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. They really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Forces ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass.
Ooh, that's cold. That's cold-blooded.
I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know
that's cold, man.
They've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Dances away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. The senior coming through and making a nice play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Gets away. He chucks one out to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Alabama quickly back to the line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to buy time. And they get to him and
appreciate that.
And they'll stop the drive on down. Here comes the offense on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
All right, let's get us some points on the board, boys.
Can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter.
I do not like this offense at all.
Off play action.
Yeah.
Under pressure.
And that right there is exactly why I don't like this offense.
The problem with the play action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
It's caught. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Arnold.
Oh, no. What the fuck is... Why is he in the end zone, dog?
Takes it the other way.
He was running a speed out to like the 2-yard line. This man took the shit to the end zone. Come on, dog.
And now the offense will come onto the field again.
That's whole ass shit there.
They'll try the run.
They wrong for that.
A whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 6.
If he'd have ran the route right, he would have had it.
Running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll try to do it himself.
Give me that.
Oh, they knock it free.
Run that back. Oh, my gosh. Come on.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right
there. You got to be shitting me. Oklahoma offense is horrible, dog.
Would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make.
I hate their playbook.
Quarterback empties his backfield. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's going to fire deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room.
This dude was roasted by like 3 yards and still caught up.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
Why? Why is that open when he's in the flats?
Well covered, just a short game there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. To throw, it's Milrow. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, this is what type of game is going to be, eh?
Out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. They'll run the screen. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
That's wild. It's 0-0, dog.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
They've taken 2 touchdowns out the board from me.
Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious, dog?
Finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback can't be that bad to where he can't throw an open vert up the fucking sideline, dog.
Take care of the football. Can't keep good
no pressure. Like, look at the separate. Look. Oh, my gosh.
That Alabama offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Finds his man. It's Haynes.
Again, throwing to the flats where there's a flat defender that should be a pick six. Like, that's the second time he's thrown to the flats.
And here on second down, they'll send
where I have a flat defender.
Try to get 3 before the break. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. What a disappointment. No
This game has taken 2 touchdowns off the board, bro.
on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And it's 0-0 at
Start
halftime.
the second half, Alabama will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds.
Hello, motherfucker.
Get out my brain.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
Give me that. Give me that.
The defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the
Can you hear me, Eddie?
It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half,
Huh?
gotta get something done.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded
I can hear you.
I just threw up in my mouth.
You can hear me?
To the air, it's Arnold. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing.
Yo, Eddie, can you hear me?
another incompletion. I've said that a lot.
Yeah, you sound. I got one of them new headsets. So I don't know how this shit.
Nothing's working. Ground
Still trying to figure out how to work this bitch.
I'm trying to figure out my shit too because I haven't turned my game on in 2 months.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Really nice pickup there.
Did you still get a notification when I started the party?
Yeah.
Saw me on
And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket.
Word.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that was good
That's the
defense.
volume.
Unfortunately, we've been saying that
That's the
all
power
game
button.
long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense
That's
has
mute.
really been bad.
Yeah, I got it's this new sexy ass headphone, man. I got to figure out how to work this shit to get. I can hear you a little bit, but it sounds like you talking soft and shit. So
Finds a soft
Oh, I
spot.
got it. Yeah,
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yards.
yeah, but still, I can.
Sooners moving quick.
Then it sounds like I'm muffed, like I'm talking into like a I don't fucking know.
On third and long, try to
Bruh, what is this Oklahoma team is so ass, dog.
Are you playing a league game?
No, I'm playing the Road to College Football playoffs, dog. I've been dusting niggas' ass with like Tulsa, Memphis. I just been having a blast, nigga. And mind you, I'm playing everybody you play on fucking Road to College Football playoff. They're playing with goddamn Alabama, Ohio State, Tennessee, Ole Miss. I ain't played Oregon. I ain't played nobody else other than these niggas. Like you niggas, these niggas do not play anybody else. I done played Bama at least 20 fucking times. What on like a shit? I was on a I went on like a 22 game win streak, won 2 natties. I've been having a blast.
I'm about to go hit Kadaji wherever he rolled up, see if we can beat on their ass on that side.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Dumps it to the back.
Oh my god, I couldn't pick that. And why is this nigga just sitting there, dog? I'm about like it's 0-0 in the third quarter. I'm probably about to lose to this nigga because they hold me out of 2 touchdowns.
Because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up.
Oh my gosh, dog.
Knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
Ain't no college league still running.
Physical ground game comes
Shit, not to, I know Jibries is.
They match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Takes the easy
Oh, well,
completion.
I'll just sit here and
This shit is so annoying because this nigga is so ass, but the game is bailing him out.
Finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0.
be the
Now in
offensive
the third
coordinator
quarter.
at SC.
Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Still just beat the crap out of CFB all 5 stars.
Hey yo, how I sound now? Okay, so that
Kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
that did absolutely nothing.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Sooner on. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified. He's going for the big play.
Oh my god, this quarterback is ass cheeks, dog.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field.
I'm never playing with Oklahoma again.
But his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
This is atrocious, dog.
10-yard gain as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
I'm about to lose to this nigga.
To start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's taking the shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page. And they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
coming after it. Got it behind the lines. It's Miller. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw, it's Milrow.
Why? Oh, my God. This man has thrown into the flats 3 times to a fucking hard flat defender and has gotten away with incompletion after incompletion.
He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep.
Why is he beat? Why is he burnt?
He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock.
I've sent a defender to go get him, and nobody is responding. Nobody's fucking responding, dog. Nobody's fucking responding, dog.
Touchdown tie.
Click, click. Somebody go. Somebody go. Somebody go. Nobody's going. Nobody's going. He sat in the pocket with Jalen Milrow for 10 seconds and then took off and ran from one side of the field to the other. No defender I clicked to send to go get him moved. And he runs in for a fucking touchdown. This team is ruining my fucking record, dog.
He'll bring it out. It's Bowman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
And then he still, he underthrew that. I caught it, but he still under fucking threw it, dog. Like, that's ridiculous.
The first part of that drive is what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading.
He'll take the deep shot.
Man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Interception. It'll be second down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And if they can nudge this one forward just a bit, that might wrap things up here.
I'm finna just start doing what everybody else doing. Playing with Ohio State and Bama. Let's fuck it. Why not?
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. He'll keep it on the sneak. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
I'm gonna lose 14-0 to this fucking bum because the game on some gay shit.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. To the air. It's Milrow. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a
Fucking
close.
ridiculous, dog.
Both of these offense sputtered and
I can't believe they cheated me like that, man. Oklahoma is fucking ass on offense. 92 overall defense. What the fuck is their offense? '83 overall offense. Yeah, never again. I've been whooping ass for Texas A&M with an 80 overall offense.
That's because you know Texas A&M.
Well, not their stock team. Their stock team is completely like when we started Dynasty U. The stock team for Texas A&M is completely different from the stock team that got updated. Half these motherfuckers weren't even on the roster when we started Dynasty U. Fuck it, I'm gonna run with Texas. First opponent, Tier 3 Nebraska. Great, I'm finna whoop this nigga's ass. I don't even give a fuck no more.
Enjoy your brother, man. I'm going to bed, man.
Damn, I thought you just got on.
I did.
You
That's how much time I got to game.
Austin, Texas, home to Texas.
saw how much time you had to what?
Advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub,
I can't hear shit. Hold on. This damn.
It's probably not you. It's probably me. I'm just.
Oh, okay. You sound louder just now.
Because I moved the mic to my mouth.
Gay.
I'm out.
As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on 48 Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
I'm mad as shit they let that motherfucker beat me, dog.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away first.
That's what I get for playing with a fucking shitty ass Oklahoma team versus Bama.
He'll bring it out. It's goal.
Sorry ass offense.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
That's caught. It's held. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward.
Going over the top. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide.
Wow.
Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
That's wild.
Texas. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Fires to the wideout.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. Touchdown, Longhorn! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. Yeah.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Longhorns!